Good morning. Good morning. Got all these things popping up, and I don't know why. So, today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. We are winding down for February because it's a short month. So, I hope you guys are still engaged with our February fire, and I'll be putting up today's post right after this. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about focusing on this one um, IPA, which stands for income producing activity. So if you are wanting to get your Sensi at a discount, if you want to get your Sensi at a discount more than every 3 months or something, or if you're looking to get your Sensi at a discount every month, even just what you use personally, or if you're looking to grow a business and make residual income, um, and grow your paycheck, then focusing on booking parties is definitely where we need to be putting our attention. So we can totally survive and maintain off of follow up, which is, you can wait for people. You can just post some images on social media and you can wait for people to like it and say, oh, I want to order that. Or, your close family and friends, are buying from you because either they love the product, which is great, or they feel bad, right? And they want to support you because you're a great person and maybe you support them. Um, or, you're just following up with your regulars, once out of every 3 months or something like that because you don't want to be pushy. Um, but I want to tell you that if you want more out of this, and listen, you can be here for any reason that you want, and you are super valued and appreciated, and you belong here, regardless of what you joined for. But I'm speaking to those of you who, want your products every month and don't want to pay out of pocket and you want to make commission off of it. And for those of you that do want more from this and want to grow an actual business and make, thousands of dollars a month and make, 5, 6 figures, like you can totally do that. And I'm speaking from experience. But what you want to do is not maintain. You don't want to just survive off of relying on the same group of people. And I feel like that's where a lot of us get stuck is we're just relying on social media, product posts to bring in uh, orders. And we're not actually sitting down intentionally looking at our calendar every month and front loading our calendar with parties. So you can do whatever kind of party you want. That is the best part of this business is you are in complete and utter control of your business. Okay? You can do your business however you want. You do not have a boss. Okay? So you can and should do what works best for you and your family. Okay? Um, you can work your business around your schedule, around your already existing current life and what works for you, your children. I mean, whatever, if you have another job, whatever you have going on. But on the same hand, you have to throw out your excuses and you have to make time for your business if you want it to grow. If not, and you're happy with where you are, guys, listen, that's okay. I'm speaking to those of you who want more. Good morning, Jill. I'm speaking to those of you that want more. Okay? You have to make time for your business. And where you need to start, if you want to do that, is booking parties. Okay? The 3 legs of success are in order. One is sales. One is sales. And what does that include? Yes, it includes follow up. Follow up is an important part of your business, it falls under sales. But in order to continue to have a business month after month after month without relying on the same people, meeting brand new people to continue to expand your customer base and have more people to host parties for you, to help them get their Scentsy free and half off, and to have people to share the opportunity with. Guys, you've got to book parties. If you're low sales every month, or you're not even getting active, you want to, or you want to get your Scentsy free and half off, every month, but your sales aren't high enough, it's because you're not booking parties. And that one income producing activity is where you should start. You need to assess your business every single day when you sit down. So if you have 30 minutes, and every single one of you have 30 minutes, I know things come up. I get it. But I'm no different than you. But you have to make time for your business if you want it to succeed. I can't tell you anything but that. And that's the truth. Okay? So you make time for your business. I would suggest what works for me and a lot of people is, even though you may be strapped for time, if you can only work your business a certain amount of minutes or hours a day, then stick to a schedule. Like, that every night when your kids go to bed, this is when you work your business for 30 minutes. I had to do that for 3 years. I had to, wake up early. That's how I started getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, is because I was getting up early to work my business, to have coffee, and to have that quiet time to do income producing activities. Okay? So this February fire is helping you create engagement. It's helping you showcase and promote your products. It's helping you to put yourself out there, but it is not considered sales. It's not considered income producing. Okay? It is an important part of your business, and it all goes hand in hand, and one hand washes the other. Absolutely. But when you sit down every day, in order, the 3 legs of success are sales, recruiting, and training. Okay? So if you don't know where your sales are coming from every single month, that's a clear indication that you need to sit down and book some parties. Identify the days on your calendar that work for you. You can do a tote party, you can do a bag party, a pouch party, a catalog party. You can call it whatever you want. And that is pretty much when you take some of your testers and samples and catalogs and you put it in like a pouch or a bag or something small or whatever you want to do, and you give it to your host. The host takes that pouch, bag, tote, whatever you want, and shares it with the people that they're around for the week, and they collect the orders. Okay? And they share the testers for their family and friends or their coworkers to smell, and they collect orders. You provide order forms, and then you pick up the pouch, and they're still the host. They still get the products free and half off as the host. You can do in-person parties, home parties, if your host is comfortable with that. That's how I built my business, is through home parties. I never did any other party, pretty much. I mean, I did tote parties once in a while, but I grew my business through home parties. And now I can't, because a lot of my hosts are not comfortable with that, which is understandable. That's totally fine, because of coronavirus. So I have been, for over a year now, I've only been doing online parties, and I do 30 minutes. So if you're like, I don't have time to do this, well, what you need to say is, my business is not a priority. And I'm not saying that to make you feel bad, you guys, but I'm saying that to be honest, because we're all adults, and you cannot make money and excuses at the same time. You have to decide what you want to do, which is totally okay. I am never here to make you feel bad. I am here to tell you the truth, because I was in the same position. I'm still in the same position. Do you think there are days where I do not want to work? Of course. There are days where I don't want to reach out to people, and I don't want to ask because I know some of them are going to say no. Well, how bad do I want this to happen? How bad do I want results? Those are the things you got to ask yourself, because if you want it bad enough, you're going to do it. And it's not hard. you just got to get out of your own way and stop with the excuses of you don't have time. Because, guys, listen, time is actually not a factor. And I know that that might strike a chord with some of you because you think I don't understand or I don't know. But I'll tell you, some of the most successful, top notch leaders, quit careers with degrees, having, multiple children, working full time, going to school, all at the same time, have created a wonderful, successful business because they made time for it. Okay? And this business is so wonderful because of the fact that you can create your own schedule, but you have to do what counts. And we are a party planning business, you guys. So if you want to grow, if you want to see those big commission months and that big pay, then you got to put in the work and you got to stop saying like, oh, I reached out. You've got to ask and you've got to keep asking. So everybody knows 7 to 10 people that you do not know. Okay. So you may have a party with Sally and you know Sally and you know some of her friends. Like, start with your inner circle. Ask your current customers in your inner circle right now to just have a 30-minute scent event to get their Scentsy free and half off instead of paying for it. Why would they want to pay full price when they don't have to? They just have to, invite their closest family and friends. You should not be inviting everybody that you've ever met or have them invite everybody that they've ever met or everybody that's on their social media in hopes that the more people you invite, the better their chances are for having higher sales. No, that's what gives direct sales a bad name, is doing things like that. Okay. I have a video that I made last week or the week before about how I do my 30-minute scent events, and you can go from there. So if you're strapped for time, you guys, there's always a way around it. You just have to get up and do it. And you just have to throw out your excuses and stop leaning on crutches to say like, oh, I can't do it because. That's not true. That's not true. All right? There's always a way to resolve. Always. There really is. And what's important to you, you'll make it happen. But if you focus on booking parties leads to meeting brand new people all the time. I would not have survived if I did not front load my calendar every single month. When I sit down, it is the first thing that I look at. Are all the dates that I've designated on my calendar, I'll highlight those days. If all of those aren't filled, then I know that is what I need to focus on for the day when I sit down to work my business. It's front loading my calendar. And I book as many parties as I do, you guys, because I use our perpetual party reward as an incentive to give them a little bit of extra something to book a party with me. And I have been able to become debt-free, buy my first home. I mean, completely change our lives. Because I've been able to grow my customer base and keep expanding because I book parties. And I mean, I may still be here if I just did follow up, but you've got to consistently meet new people, you guys. You have to. You have to meet new people or you're never going to grow bigger than right where you are right now. And you're going to say, well, that's okay. I'm happy where I am right now. Are you really? Or you're just saying that because you're not willing to do more, which is the case a lot of the time. And I'm not knocking you. I'm saying it because you guys, like, it's the truth, right? And I have felt the same exact way. That's why I can say this, because guys, I feel the same way sometimes. Like, I'm not a machine. I'm not a robot. Like, I feel unmotivated. And these are the thoughts that run through my mind. So I'm sure they run through your mind because we're all human. But this business only works if you do. And I'll tell you, if you do work, so does your business. Promise. But instead of so heavily focusing on follow-up, go for the party. Offer them a party instead of a single order, okay? Offer them an incentive to book the party. Every single month, okay? you posting on social media is not an income producing activity. It's something that you should be doing, honestly, and it takes 2 seconds. But booking parties and front loading your calendar should be the number one thing that you do every month is front loading your calendar, sales. Because listen, even if you start to build a team and you're recruiting, if you're not getting 500 PRV every single month, then you're not getting paid on anybody underneath you anyways. So you need to be able to know where your sales are coming from every single month. Every single month. You determine how many parties you want. That's completely up to you. If you're just looking to get, some of your bars of wax that you need every month for free or half off, and that's all you want, then maybe one party will be good enough for you. One 30-minute scent event. And if you're telling me that you cannot provide 30 minutes a month, then I just think this is not a priority. We all go through it. It's okay, but you have to be honest with yourself, you guys. You really have to be honest with yourself. Focus on booking parties. I promise you, and I will work with you hand in hand, step by step from that point. But if you're not offering your audience and your customers to get their Scentsy free and half off, like that is your job, is giving good customer service. And in turn, on the same hand, it's going to help you grow. But the first thing that you should be doing every single month is asking people and offering a party. And hey, have you ever heard of Scentsy? Talking to one of your acquaintances. Go off of that Frankie list. Everybody should have a Frankie list when they first join. And if you have it, that's okay. Do one now. Frankie, it's an acronym. It stands for Friends, Relatives, Acquaintances, Neighbors, Kids Association, Internet Friends, and Extraordinary People. Okay? I have a whole video on it to help you break that down. Go through those people. Ask them. Ask them. Ask them. Ask them. Ask them. Continue to ask. And if you're not willing to ask, then you're not willing to see the results. And that's that. Okay? Guys, you've got to be bigger than your excuses. You have to just swallow it and do it. I mean, truly, you just have to swallow it and do it. I wish there was a secret sauce or a secret message that I could tell you, but there's not. You've got to book parties. And the more parties you book, the higher your sales are going to be. And the more parties you book, the more people you're going to meet, and the more hosts you'll have in the future, and more people you'll have to share the opportunity with. And that is really as basic and simple as I can break it down for you. But front loading your calendar isn't just something that we say. It is truly one of the main lifelines of your business, is front loading your calendar. And I didn't succeed in this business because I stayed in my comfort zone, and I only did things that made me feel good, and I only did things that were like, I can't do that. Like, no, trust me, there's still things that make me uncomfortable, but I'm like, okay, if this is really going to help me achieve why I'm here and my bigger goal, then you know what? I just got to be a big girl and put my big girl pants on and just do it, because I know that I'm only going to learn and grow from that. I'm going to be better for it at the end of the day, you guys. Okay? You can't be scared of everything. You've just got to go for it. Be willing to hear no. It's okay. Nobody's going to hate you. Nobody's going to die. Nobody's going to, ban you or like shame you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Just think about how bad you want this. But I'll tell you, if you focus on booking parties, offering an incentive, I have information on this page for you to, book the parties, the Frankie list. If you don't know who to ask, create a Frankie list, you guys. I'm only going to give you guys things that are income producing. I'm never going to give you guys things to waste your time, because I know time is a big factor with a lot of people. And so I am taking that into consideration and only going to give you guys income producing activities. Okay? So start with a Frankie list and then message those people. Incentive, 30 minutes. I've literally put verbiage up on what to say, like a quick, simple, easy, casual 30-minute Scent event. Um, but if you're having trouble with sales every month, if you are like, oh, this is a bad month because you're not front loading your calendar, because you're not asking people to book parties, and it's something that you've got to do every month, you guys. It's something that you just have to get used to. This is part of the job description. If you're looking to grow, some of you don't have to do that. If you are honestly, truly, genuinely happy where you are, then I'm happy for you where you are. But for those of you that want to grow and have questions about this and want more, but month after month are struggling with the same thing, it's because you're not booking parties. You've got to start there. Sales is the number one leg of the 3 legs of success. Okay? Front load your calendar, book the parties, meet 7 to 10 new people every single time. Okay? That is the answer, is booking parties. So if you have questions, please drop them below. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.